everybody, and welcome to the Laws of Community. Welcome to this week's episode, which is a segment based on self-love. And I am Ronald J. Raymond, and this is my partner, co-host, partner and co-host. You're my partner, my business partner, my relationship.
No. That is
partner.
not how I get introduced.
That's my co-host.
I forget
the
what
fabulous Hanna Sumrall.
Something like that. Thank you. With my tissue.
Yes. So last week, everybody, we didn't really have a show. We came on for a few minutes, and I know last week was supposed to be homeless to home free, and this week is self-love. So what we did last week is we actually were at the 2023 10X Growth Con, if for any of you who hadn't watched. And basically we were just talking about why we were there for a moment was really for self-investment, self-growth, self-love in a sense. We definitely were growing ourselves and building our community, and we actually ended up bringing somebody into our community or becoming a part of their community now, and we're both part of the same community, the 10X community. So it was a really great opportunity, for us to have this guest on today. It's awesome. It's a miracle, in my mind, because we go out to go and look for community, go and building ours, and that's exactly what we did. And so ultimately this week is to wrap up self-love for the month, and to come with that understanding of community, truly being a part of a community, doing things with others, having others in your lives. A lot of it can be reflecting about your own self-love. The way you treat others is really reflecting about how you treat yourself, how you love yourself, and all of that. So 100%. Hanna, she's talked about it a lot. What would you say is your biggest thing on self-love?
Mine? Oh, yeah. Gosh. Getting away.
Yeah.
Getting away and just like being in my own little box, like putting my horse blinders on and just looking at my book or something, like just cutting all of the noise out.
Absolutely. Being able to kind of bring yourself back in for a moment after having so much of the outside world doing something, you kind of bringing yourself away from it. That's awesome. I mean, that definitely is one of the ways I feel is probably the best as well. Maybe that's why we work so well together.
Possibly. Quite possibly.
But anyways, with further ado, I do have something I would love to show you guys. Speaking of community, the importance of community, and also kind of just getting away from everything for a moment. We did spend some time.
Can I say something about it too before it gets shown? Sorry, go on.
No, say something.
Go on though. I was just gonna say this is an example to the audience of something that you could have on the show as well. But go on.
Yeah. If you guys, don't forget, if you guys want to be sponsored, if you would love to get your business out here, sponsored out here, have an ad, a quick commercial on our show some point. We would love to give you an opportunity to do that. Reach out to us and find out how you can be a sponsor on our show, or to have your own quick ad.
And you don't have to have an ad made already.
Yeah, we can make one for you. But so this right here, what I'm about to show you guys, to me, it's one of my favorite of all time videos I've ever created of myself, ever since just forever ago. It's one of my all-time favorites. I think it's kind of a gem for myself, because I don't usually get out and let myself just be myself out in a public's eye like I did. I didn't really I don't let myself just be the free, weird, dorky guy that I am a lot of the times, you know. So this video right here, it's me kind of getting away for a moment. Me coming back to myself and giving myself some self-love. This video in my mind, that's how it makes me feel. That's why I feel like I kind of wanted to bring this one in because this is my self-love for me, what I'm building, what I'm growing with Hanna, with our group here with Blanca and our engineer Kirill who helps and our guests that come on every week. You know, this is something to me. It really is. It it's in my mind self-love. So with further
Don't
ado,
forget our viewers.
huh?
Don't forget our viewers. They're
Oh,
included in
and
that.
you viewers, yes, yes, and you viewers, because we are, we're building this together. Without you guys, this wouldn't be a
Yes.
thing. So, without further ado, I'd love to show you this video. It's about building our community and building community together, and kind of just coming away from being so. I want this one out there because it's beyond what's the norm. You don't see people doing this for their ads on a normal time. So if you really just want to show yourself some love, go out there and do something like this if you would like. But here's this video for you guys.
Babe, what are you doing?
I can't hold it in anymore. I have a secret brewing in my head, man.
What do you mean?
I want to let everybody know.
The community is coming! The community is coming! Everybody get ready because the community is coming!
Oh, goodness. Well, that was fun. Nonetheless, let me introduce you guys to one of the newest members of our community that we met at the 10X GrowthCon, and her name is Miss Tatiana Torres, and she was wonderfully gracious enough to join me today. Welcome, Tatiana. Thanks for being here. Can't hear me. I can't hear you either. Oh. I'm not sure what happened. Well, we will get that figured out and be back. Might just have to reset some things. It's been that kind of day. Like, I think Mercury is out of retrograde, but it could not be. So, but yeah. So today we want to talk about self-love for specifically business owners and entrepreneurs, like myself and Ron, who, it is the ether. Thank you, Blanca. Yeah. See, even mine is just not having fun today. And I got all this going on. Like, I need some self-love for myself right now, that's for sure. But anyways.
There you go.
Oh,
Can you hear? There you go.
Yes. Yay, we are on now. Awesome. So welcome, Tatiana. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited. I think that regularly in the business world, we all talk about making money, but not about saying love. And that's the small conversation that you and I had in that waiting room, right? That most people don't think about that because it's just not commonly discussed.
Yes. And just so everyone else out there knows, sitting down at a networking event, when everyone's up mingling, getting their drinks and everything, sitting down is not the worst idea because you can still meet people. Because not only did I meet Miss Tatiana here, but I met another person, I believe, another lady, I believe, and two gentlemen as well. And I was just sitting down because I couldn't stand up anymore. So nothing wrong with it. Take that self-love and sit down.
Yeah, you have to honor your body, I think, and you have to honor how you feel, and then that will help you, flow with opportunities and situation. It's easier to shut it off, but I don't think that we should shut it off at all. I think we should just be more attuned with what we want at that point, and things will be easier.
Mm.
I don't know. I know about the Hicks, Esther Hicks, and Abraham Hicks, and Jerry Hicks. They have a group of books. I invite your community to read those books. And the first book that they had was, Ask and Is Given. And is about Esther trying to connect with this universal force, or we call it universe, God, whatever you want to call it. And it's all about listening to you and to yourself, to what you want in life, and where should you address. Many times we look for answers outside ourselves, and in reality the answer is inside ourselves. Is much more easier, and you know what is good for you anyhow. Nobody can tell you what's good for you. You are the only one that can say what's good for you, nobody else.
100%. I love that. Yeah, I'm actually you're making me reconsider something that I thought about earlier. I was like, man, I have a lot of things that I still need to work through from my past. So maybe I need to like find somebody to help me work through those. But you're right. I don't. I already know I just need to write my book that I'm planning to write anyways, and do other things along with that, and that'll be my therapy, so to say. I don't need somebody else.
Absolutely
Not
true.
necessarily.
Greatness, the greatest people in history, like Michelangelo's or the Albert Einsteins or the Teslas of the world, they always will tell you that they felt like something took over them, and they just were portraying whatever answer they had at that time. But when people ask them, where do you come with idea or something, they just said that they were while they were sleeping, or they were one day, without answers, and then they felt lost, and then inspiration came. And that's why I believe that actually is you have to be attuned with who you are. The answer only can come from you. It cannot come from other, because the other is not living what you are living, and it will never fit. There's a say that says out there, be yourself because everybody else is taken. And I truly believe that. Everybody else is taken. You cannot pretend. You're always gonna be a second best of somebody else's image if you try to be somebody else. The best way to do is
Yeah.
just be your.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I could go out and do all of the marketing and everything that I want, and I will never be another Blanca Perper, because there's only one Blanca in this world. And she does awesome with what she does, especially
Yes.
putting on a show for us.
Yes.
But I mean, so I guess one of the main questions I have, because I'm in this situation myself, would you have any recommendations for people like myself, who, we're doing all of the things, but there is trauma and there is baggage, like, back there that's, not necessarily causing like conscious issues, but maybe more subconscious issues? How would you suggest dealing with things like that?
Meditate. Meditate.
Mm.
Meditate.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, that's grand. I don't even know what just happened. How it's the ether. Oh goodness. My head hurts and everything is just, oh my goodness. What is even happening here? The world got turned, flipped upside down. Now Blanca's back. What is happening?
Bad. I was meaning to do that. My bad. I was the one who clicked it. While we're waiting for her to get that situated, whatever's going on with the ether, I guess I'll be back for 2 seconds. But that's something I gotta probably start listening to. anybody who's watching our show, who's listening, you really got to understand, if you don't know me, one of the things I've said for years is I don't meditate, because I meditate all the time. Okay.
Yes, he says
Now,
this.
I've said this. Okay. And I completely, get it. I get the whole thing, meditation, because it is something I do it. I don't admit it that I
Doo
do it,
doo. You said doo
but
doo.
the thing is it really is something that's powerful. It's something that it really it changes your whole mindset. Even if it's not a conscious meditation, you might be meditating at certain times in your day. It's only when you consciously meditate that it makes a difference. Now, with that said, Tatiana seems to be figuring out her signal, or the ether's letting her back in. So I'm gonna go back out now. But that is something I just felt like I wanted to get out there, because it's the conscious decision to meditate that
Well,
really does a difference. You can't make
I'm glad
excuses
to
that
hear
you're
that.
meditating like I always did. So
I'm glad to hear that. But yes, get out of here. I have an interview I'm doing. Sorry, we have fun. When you spend, a whole year together now. Oh my goodness. And I think it's the storm. I'm going to blame it on the weather. I can't hear you. I think it's just everything. Yeah, I can't hear it. No, don't do that one. No, not that one. Cancel. Oh. All right, I guess
dang.
you can come back
All
for
right.
a second while we get some more
So,
things worked out.
yeah, a lot of technical difficulties, man. And these storms have been crazy recently. Like, all these
Oh,
months of just all these storms all over the place. It's just ridiculous. So
we had a
many of them.
windstorm just this week, and I think that's why I have the head cold. It's because it just
Yeah.
blew everything in.
Yeah,
But
we
no.
brought her to the vision doctor yesterday, and all the electricity went off as soon as she got there. I'd already left to go somewhere else to deal with my health care and everything, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, the electricity's off. I guess my appointment's not happening." So I
Okay,
had
but
to
I
go
have
and
to
pick
tell
her up.
this story. I have to tell the story. It's the story that does it though, because it's some freaky shit, y'all. Pardon my language, but it was really freaky because this young lady came in to get a doctor's note to take back to school, and she goes around to the other desk over there, and she's like, "Wow, y'all are lucky. Y'all still have electricity. It's all out at my mom's office." Literally, I kid you not. She finishes her sentence, and the power went out. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. But that's what happened, and I can
That's
tell
just
you
crazy.
that that's what happened.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Well, once again, everybody, Tatiana seems to have fixed it again. So I
Try
am
it.
going to get back off again.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Oh, I can hear you. Yes, it is. I blame it on the storm. It's all good.
That sign that of divine intervention, anyhow. That's what somebody told me. I don't know if it's true or not. But yeah, that's what I was saying, that, I recommend to meditate because I think that you and I, we experienced this conversation when we're sitting down. I'm already a hyper person. And I didn't realize that by being so hyper, energy comes out of you. So it's very easy for people that are hyper like me that we feel depleted at the end of the day and we don't know why. So I learned that just by simple breathing exercises or meditation, then you can quiet your mind. That's all about, that's really what it is. Quiet your mind and then see what it comes up. So normally what it comes up is something that really be bothering you. Like, I don't know if it has happened to you, but sometimes you are upset or you are angry or you are depressed stress and you don't know what it is, and you don't know who to ask, and maybe you go to therapy. I went to therapy for like 5 years, so I believe everybody should go to therapy. So I went to therapy for 5 years, but there's so much that the other person can help you, and unless you find whatever is inside of you that makes you upset, disturbed, depressed, or whatever it is, then really nobody can give you a path, because it's your path, right? So when you meditate in the morning, when you just wake up, you really can hear inside of you what is really, really bothering you. And then you can really attune with whatever you're looking for, whatever that is. Not is all about the money, or not is all about family, or not all of it is personal development. Sometimes it has to do with health, or sometimes it has to do with somebody that look at you wrong and you just feel bad and you don't know why. So the only way to know yourself is, if you if you kind of listen to your own soul. And I think that in those quiet moments when you wake up early, before you start getting busy with the everyday, emails, calls, things to do, the whole list to do that it keeps increasing every day, it just makes it easier for you to take that minute for yourself, right? Like we being husbands or wives or spouses or mothers or fathers or whatever you are, as a business owner, it's so easy for you to focus on something else, something outside of you. And at what time you take time for you to get to know yourself, what bothers you, what goals you want to achieve, and how that makes you feel, right? Success is not the same thing for everyone. What it means success to me, it might be different for you or for Ron or whoever. You know what I mean? It's just everybody's is different in the way that they envision success, and not all the time has to do with money. You know what I mean? I would say actually rarely has to do with money, because it's not the money itself, it's what you can do with the money that makes you see or believe. Let me change my frame here so you can see me better. Or see you or believe, that 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 you're achieving something that you feel as a tool, for the universe and the world. I think that's important.
Mm, mm. Yeah, and I think that's another aspect of listening to yourself is not everyone's tools work. Not one tool, like, meditation may not be everyone's cup of tea. And there might be, like, my friend, I don't know if, I think we put the comments up, and I want to say thank you to my friend Jasmine for watching, but she said that walking meditation helps her a lot. And yeah, and Ron and I, myself, us together, myself. Anyways, we found that, those days when we do get up and go on a walk and just kind of leave everything at home and just walk, just get it out, and we have like way better days for sure.
Find your
Yeah.
find your North Star. You know what I mean? Like whatever that is. People like to run. Some people like to do hiking. Some people like to cook. I mean, whatever that is for you that makes you feel better and makes you feel more attuned with who you are and what you want in life. I do believe that we come here to enjoy life. I don't think that we came here with the intention to suffer. That doesn't make no sense. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if we are all looking to be happy in general, it's going to be a better world, right? Because everybody's looking to be happy. And I don't think that you can be happy unless you know what makes you happy. And that's a personal, very personal choice and opinion. It's just not everything that I do will make you happy, or my husband or my son, or whatever it is. So it's very important. For me, it's meditation, but whatever fits, that person that is engaging into that activity. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah. And actually for me, one of my things is, because I used to hate doing dishes, but in the past year, I have somehow turned that into a meditation for myself. And, I kind of processed it as you were saying. It's like, I do get to prove to myself that I can do things. I can be hardworking and I can accomplish things. And my house is clean at the same time.
Yeah.
So now it's like leave me alone. Let me do the dishes.
and it helps you to be present, because while you are doing an activity, you really can sit down in that activity and process that activity and be fully present on that activity. That I think that is important, because it feels, at least for me, it felt for many years that I was rushing to get somewhere else or do something else. And I think that that removes the gusto, if you want to call it, for what you are doing it right now. So if you're always going to think about something else or do something else, it's like thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, and it's never greener, right? It's just the grass is greener when you decide to water it. That it's
Mm,
just water it, you know. So
mm.
I think that, you know, we are so accustomed, more in America than in other countries, you know, to always look forward to whatever is coming next, and we should enjoy now so we can prepare for the next.
I really like that. I like that the grass only gets greener when you water it. I feel like that could have been like the staple for today's episode.
Exactly. We're always thinking that somebody has it better. I mean, you see it even with their social media now. You know, it's so easy to see, you know, somebody that is going on vacation or is working from, you know, the Bahamas, you know, and then you see, you know, they're enjoying their time in the beach, but you don't know what they went through to try to be working that day in the Bahamas. And you don't know what's after either. So we tend to only focus on what is good and what is good for others, and we tend to compare each other. That I'm not saying that is wrong, because everybody finds their motivation whatever way they want to, but it's very easy then to feel that you are not doing enough, or you shouldn't be there, or, you know, or whatever is the case. You know what I mean? So I think that it's much easier for you to live in the moment and thank, you know, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, that you are in the right place at the right time all the time. I do believe that.
Mm,
Full, you are
mm.
always in the right place at the right time. You're never early, you're never late. Things has to happen in that way. So just, you know, get aligned and attuned with whatever's happening to you at that moment, and you will be so much happier. At least for me, it has worked like that.
Mm. I love that, and I feel like that's we're basically out of time, and I feel like that's the perfect way to end it. Anyhow, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I think the same. Yes, yes. Perfect way to
That's a
end it. Yeah.
great note to end it on. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Tatiana. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you
Even though
so very much. Oh.
Oh, it's happening again. I don't even know.
Is it because
Uh,
I came back on?
I think you keep ruining it. Yes, it's just
I'm
you.
ruining
Sorry,
it.
hun.
No.
Sorry, hun. My
Thank you,
head's ruining me.
Tatiana. If we're not able to get you back on for just a few seconds for you to finish your sentence, I do appreciate you for being on today. And with what you just said, really hit me pretty hard. I'm sure Hannah kind of understands why. I believe we've had this conversation about it, but you know, ultimately, uh, in my mind, you know, everybody just everybody looks towards like really the future or the past or like, you know, all these different things, but they don't really look at the now. They don't really focus on what's in front of them and what's going on. They don't just take a breath. So you know, that really is a really powerful um, piece that you had. Oh, you're back on. Okay, I just want to hear what you were just saying as you were leaving, real quick.
No, I just wanted to thank you for having me today.
Okay,
I really appreciate it. And I hope that
absolutely.
what you said resonated with everyone. And thank you for having me.
Thank
Of
you.
course, of course. Thank you as well.
Absolutely.
And I'll definitely be talking to you more, not just today.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we won't have technical difficulties next time. That I pray.
Yes. And I do 100% agree with you. Nothing happens on accident. There's no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. So
Exactly.
it really is, it, you know, it means a lot for you to be here talking about self-love, especially since you made a really big impact on Hannah, obviously. So I really do appreciate you for being here. So thank
Thank you
you.
for having me. I appreciate it.
And so, guys, before we go, I do want to show you one last little reel that we have, and then I want to say bye to y'all. So, this is the last thing, and
How did you get up there?
I didn't do it on my own. My community supported me.
Where can I find a community like that?
Take my hand and I'll show you at Oasis Fundamentals.
the reason why I chose to show you guys that is because, like we've been saying, nothing can be done by yourself. It takes a community. And in order to give to your community, you got to love yourself. So, first love yourself, and then put your hand out there for those that are looking to love themselves as well, and maybe help pull them along when they're right at that edge, and all they need is just that one grasp. Don't just slap them away and let them fall and be trampled upon by all the mean bison of the safari. I'm sorry, I had to use a Lion King reference right there if anybody caught it. But anyways, I love you guys. And where's Hannah? Why am I the only? Oh, there we go. Okay.
My bad.
Well, love you guys. And next week we won't be on. We're actually going to take a break next week. We're going to
do
be
some more, our own self-love.
We're going to do our own self-love. Her parents, who were on just a couple weeks ago, actually had gifted us a Christmas gift for a cruise. It's my first cruise, so it's definitely going to be, a great opportunity for me to really go out there and kind of explore some things, especially since it's the second country I've been to outside of the United States. We're going to Cozumel, Mexico, so it's really exciting, and I'm going to really take some times to breathe in the air. We're going to leave our phones in our safes, except for to just maybe contact her parents if we need here and there.
You're leaving your phone because you're too
I'm
attached to
leaving
your
my phone,
and I'm using
That's
mine
right.
to take pictures.
That's right. That's because she's less addicted to her phone than I can admit that. Yeah. So, we love you guys, and in 2 weeks we will be back, and we will have a great guest for you. And this
gonna be
guest
awesome.
shall blow your guys' mind, hopefully, with the energy he has, like what Tatiana was saying about being a hyper person. If you think, if you like the hyperness, if you like the energy, this guy is gonna give it to you. He's gonna pump you up. So, with that
So make
said,
sure you join us.
yeah, make sure you join us.
2
And if you
weeks.
guys want to be sponsored once again, like our ads that we're putting out, I know we have it kind of cropped. When I loaded it up, I did it wrong. That's my fault. But we can make your ads great, get the formatting right. I won't be the one to upload it. I uploaded my own, so
Okay, it wasn't the uploading that was the issue. It was the engineering that was the issue, and you just need to leave the engineering to either the engineer or myself.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Or I'll show you how to do it. I'll just show you how to do it, and it'll be fine. You'll learn. You can learn.
No, I could just let Kirill and you handle it.
It's one button. Okay.
Okay, I'll learn. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
March 9th, we will be back. See you guys then.
Yep.
Bye.